take the crown, drag them down, take the crown to show them how.
We're taking the crowns, break them down, hang them on the bedroom wall. We're dancing with bloodhounds through the town, banging on padlocked doors, and we're singing like oh, 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 oh. We're saints to the sinners, and we're coming for you. Oh, 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 oh. We're saints to the sinners, oh.
Take the crown, take the crown, take the crown, take the crown.
When you can smile and angels cry,
Take the crown, take the crown.
we lose ourselves and lose our minds.
Take the crown, take the crown.
When you can smile and angels cry, we lose ourselves and lose our minds. We're taking the crowns, break them down, hang them on the bedroom wall. We're dancing with bloodhounds through the town, banging on padlocked doors, and we're singing like oh, 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 oh. We're saints to the sinners, and we're coming for you. Oh, 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 oh. We're saints to the sinners, oh. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We're coming for you.
The following is a special presentation of XCW.
Living in a dead zone.
Welcome to XCW Ground Zero Ruthless Intent, and we're about to kick it off with one-on-one action. Julian Jacobs takes on James Cerebral.
Your Ground Zero Ruthless Intent opening match is scheduled for one fall. First, making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 315 pounds, Julian Jacobs.
And there, ladies and gentlemen, is Julian Jacobs on his way to the ring. And, of course, he's been working tag team action alongside Mitchell the Riot Maverick. Tonight, he sees one-on-one action against one half of the tag team champions in James Cerebral.
And the party.
Hey.
From Brooklyn, weighing 180 pounds, we're representing EBW. He is one
Yeah, baby.
of the XCW Tag Team Champions, the untamable James Cerebral.
And there's James Cerebral on his way to the ring as the fans show their displeasure for our XCW Tag Team Champion.
I mean, can you even call it the XCW Tag Team Championship at this point? It's on the shoulders of an EBW guy.
Of course, as we know, we've seen James Cerebral and Brady Branson knock off the real ones to become the XCW Tag Team Champions as they gear up for 5-on-5 action at Allegiance coming up here in just a couple of weeks. And Julian Jacobs has made it pretty known that he's moved on from attempting to join this EBW faction and then join in on the rivalry. He's now going to do whatever he can to show them why they messed up and why he should be a part of this match. And of course, we're going to use hashtag Void versus Cerebral on our socials for this matchup here tonight on Ground Zero.
And obviously, Julian Jacobs giving up on that endeavor to join EBW could push him even further to want to defeat James Cerebral here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to also potentially set up another opportunity for himself and Mitchell Maverick to go for the tag team titles. Of course, we know that Mitchell Maverick and Julian Void Jacobs have a pinfall win over EBW and the tag team champions. So they could further their stake to this claim by a win tonight.
It doesn't matter if they get the win if James Cerebral doesn't let him get the win here tonight, and they lose all that momentum as James Cerebral has stayed in control since the start of this contest.
Yeah, big clothesline and now a choke. Referee Festus Davis doing a great job starting that count there as he illegally chokes Julian Void Jacobs in the early goings of this match. And there you see him putting the pressure on that shoulder in between the shoulder blade and his neck there.
And that's smart.
He needs that shoulder.
Disables the arm, disables the shoulder. It's going to make it a lot harder for Julian Void Jacobs to pick up Cerebral for that huge FU.
Either that or the disaster piece. Either one, it's going to take that arm to make that happen. And James Cerebral just continues to go to work on the arm of Julian Void Jacobs. He's taking him apart limb by limb.
And of course, Cerebral's had to play dirty this entire matchup to get to this point and trademark offense from Cerebral. Void coming back here, laying in those big right hands on Cerebral. Gets him in the air.
Oh my God, look at the strength! Unbelievable! Let's take another look at that. He stalled him in the air. Unbelievable. He could have had him up there forever.
I mean, the blood rushed to the head of Cerebral there before Void dropped him down.
Oh my God, did you hear that?
And that's like getting hit with a frying pan over the back. Void does not have small hands, ladies and gentlemen. They're the size of bear claws.
And these guys now trading punches here. Who's going to come out on top? It looks like James Cerebral. And knows he's going to get him one with his own. Oh, and he does. A huge suplex from Cerebral. And now... Oh, there's the leg drop across the throat. James Cerebral has done everything in his power to one-up Julian Void Jacobs here. It's worked thus far. Is he going to be able to stay in control and beat... Oh, what the hell?
Oh my God!
That's like a high school bully right there. And, you know, as you know, if you know anything about Void's past, he was bullied in school. And here we are. Once again, the bully... pulling his underwear up.
That's patented offense though from James Cerebral. The cringy high school bullying, the poking fun at people, the messing with people just to get to the end, the means to an end. And I mean, if it worked, it worked.
And it's working right now. He throws Julian Void Jacobs back into the ring, in control of this match, and he's trying to show why EBW is dominant, and he's doing exactly that right now.
EBW on top, per usual, and Void not really making a case as to why he should have been in EBW.
That's true. And Void now rolls to the outside of the ring, creates some distance, trying to get a breather. But he's got to think this is also creating a breather for James Cerebral, who is already standing tall in this match. So either way you look at it, this is probably not a good decision from Void.
Not at all. I mean,
there it is. Look at that.
You give Cerebral an inch and he takes a mile every single time. You give him any kind of opening and he could take it, going for the pinfall here, and only a near fall.
Well, that was a very nonchalant pin from James Cerebral. If he really would have hooked him in and weighted that pin down, he might have been able to put him away at this point. Void is pretty winded after being decimated for the most part of this match.
It looks as if Cerebral's going to get a little bit of revenge for that back chop earlier. Given one of his own, and Void going to try and mount a comeback here.
Yeah, I think that chop to the back fired Julian Void Jacobs up. That might have worked against Cerebral. Nice job there. Leg drop down across the back of the neck. Can Julian Void Jacobs come out on top of this?
This is the opening Void needed. Void standing tall over Cerebral now.
He's bringing Cerebral back to his feet. What does he have in mind for him? Takes him to the corner. Irish whip to the opposite side of the ring. What has he got in mind here? No. No, he's not. Oh my
God.
Oh my God. Yeah, I stole Steven's line. That's awful. He sets him up. Could it be? There it is, the FU. Could this be enough? 1, 2. He did it! 2 wins over the tag team champions. First, Mitchell Maverick with a huge win in tag team action, and now Julian Floyd Jacobs with a huge win over James Cerebral. They have got crazy momentum going into a possible future tag team championship matchup.
Former hopefuls are proving their point why they belong at the top of the tag team division.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we still have plenty of more action coming your way here on Ground Zero, Ruthless Intent. We'll be right back.
Well, I know it's been a while since I've been back, but since I am back, I want to make a pop for my return. So, I thought and sat down and brewed, and I came up with an idea. Why not challenge for a title? World titles seems a bit much. Tag titles are not in the picture. So, how about this? Eric Mason, I challenge you at Ground Zero for the International Championship. And I may be part-timer, but I'll still whoop your ass like a full-time wrestler.
The following contest will be contested under Cholo rules. First, making his way to the ring, weighing 254 pounds, Mitchell the Riot Maverick.
And Mitchell on his way to the ring. Of course, we just seen his tag team partner, Julian Floyd Jacobs, in action. And Floyd got the win. Can the Riot have the same here in his one-on-one matchup against Santiago Cruz?
I mean, if he has remotely the same amount of luck as his tag team partner, he's going to knock some sense into Santiago Cruz.
And with a punch, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in 209 pounds, Santiago Cruz.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with Santiago Cruz, you may know him as Shane Shaw. Of course, now Santiago is bringing out his roots, going back to the way he grew up. And he grew up around cartels, around gangsters, and now he's bringing that home to XCW, and he's bringing out his true self, and he does that with Cholo rules, which this match will be contested under.
And Cholo rules means anything goes, taking it back to the mean streets of
San Juan,
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Which, of course, I know that they call Cholos, they call him something else in San Juan, but with his dad being of Mexican descent from Mexico, they grew up with Cholo rules, so to speak, on the streets, and now he's bringing that to XCW, and you can use the hashtag Cholo rules for this matchup when talking about it on our social media. And Mitchell the Riot Maverick now is just picking Santiago Cruz apart, raking the face and dragging his throat across that bottom rope. And like we've talked about thus far, this does not affect Santiago that much. You know, of course, when Santiago came in, he was under the spell of DJ Wilbur as part of Unholy. He was kind of quiet and kept to himself. But under the surface was this, Santiago Cruz, and he was just looking to bring these hardcore rules out, and he's doing this right now under his real name, Santiago Cruz.
And this hardcore streak coming out is really giving us a new look at Santiago Cruz as we see him laying in these corner splashes. And a big drop kick there sends Mitchell Maverick down in the corner here.
Cruz has a whole new skill set, a whole new attitude since showing his true self, and it's worked out for him thus far. Is it going to be able to work out against a guy like Mitchell Maverick who towers over Santiago in size? It does make you wonder. Oh, brainbuster! Driving Santiago Cruz into the mat. Cruz rolls under the bottom rope. That's not going to save him here in Cholo Rules.
Normally that would stop Mitchell Maverick from being able to go for the pin, but unfortunately that just made Mitchell Maverick get out of the ring and grab a steel chair.
And it's all legal here in Cholo Rules as Maverick now tries to get Santiago to his feet. And, oh my God, a huge drop kick, knocking Cruz out of the chair. Unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen Mitchell Maverick throw a drop kick.
And while it may be Cholo Rules and it may be the house that Santiago Cruz built, Mitchell Maverick is from the older school here in XCW.
That he is.
He's used to the edgier, hardcore style that was part of Extreme Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, and he was also part of the original EBW, Extreme Backyard Wrestling, upon debuting. And Santiago Cruz is just wearing Mitchell Maverick out with that kendo stick. Now he's got the chair going to work. Is Santiago Cruz. He is just wearing down Mitchell Maverick, and he's going to have to with this size advantage. Mitchell now with a chair shot of his own.
Mitchell Maverick once again back in control of the match. Sends Santiago back into the ring. I mean, obviously pinfalls and submissions only count within the ring, so this is smart from Mitchell Maverick trying to keep it inside the squared circle.
An elbow to the face of Santiago Cruz by Mitchell Maverick, planting in the corner. What does Maverick have in mind here? A huge splash! And he's just decimating Cruz right now. Is Cruz going to be able to get to his feet as Mitchell continues to do everything he can to keep Cruz grounded here? And there's a 2 count and a kick out by Cruz.
And so far, this matchup has been 98% Mitchell Maverick. We've seen little bursts of offense from Santiago Cruz, but nothing to keep. I stand corrected. Nothing to keep Mitchell Maverick down, but Santiago Cruz with a thrust kick there, catching Mitchell Maverick off guard. And now Santiago looking for some more furniture to help against.
What the hell is that? Looks like pizza pans, and is that what I think it is? Yes! Legos! And the Legos are no stranger to XCW. Of course, we've seen them used in the ring before. And Cruz now tries to get Mitchell to his feet. What does he have in mind here? Oh, neck breaker down on top of those Legos. And there is no way. If you've ever stepped on a Lego, you already know how much that hurts. And oh, look at it. Santiago Cruz now has that pizza pan, just decimating him here with these shots. Got him in the corner.
And that's the cover off of a light. And he just shattered it over the head.
Let's take another look at that neck breaker down on those Legos. Unbelievable. He brings it all out. It doesn't matter what it is. If he can use it as a weapon, he brings it into this match. And now he goes for the pinfall, but Mitchell tries to keep his shoulder up, keep away from that pinfall. Santiago Cruz is trying to use his strength to get Mitchell's shoulders down to the mat, and it's just not going to work out.
And unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, but Santiago Cruz not letting that affect him, staying on Mitchell Maverick. Mitchell able to catch him and again take control of this contest.
And Mitchell with a DDT down across the Legos himself, and that'll leave an indention on your forehead for sure. And a 2 count. Cruz kicks out at 2 after taking a Lego to the forehead.
You gotta wonder if maybe Santiago Cruz is now regretting bringing those Legos in, because as much pain as they cause your opponent, they cause you just as much.
Absolutely they do. Cruz, oh my God! Is that going to be enough to put away Mitchell Maverick? The zigzag on top of the Legos. 2. And it is. Cruz with a huge win over Mitchell Maverick here.
And this is massive for the young Santiago. Cruz, so fresh into this new age.
An unbelievable win for Santiago Cruz here on Ground Zero. This is the type of momentum that Cruz needs. Of course, he's got his eye on the Hardcore Championship, which is currently held by Milo Malice. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got more action coming up for you here on Ground Zero Reckless Intent. Stay with us and check out this commercial.
Let's go. Can't stop me, can't stop me. 궤도를 다 뒤집어. Get ready, dreaming area. Get ready, dreaming area. Can't stop me, can't stop me. 나를 이끈 맘아. 떠나 자유롭게 가자 far away. 나나나나, 나나나나, 나나나나. Here's an area. 나나나나, 나나나나, 나나나나. Here's an area.
This match is for the XCW International Championship. First, making his way to the ring from Cerebral, Indiana, weighing in 185 pounds. He is for thought no more. Onyx!
I don't think it's been any more evident, ladies and gentlemen, than it is right now that Onyx is truly not forgotten. Welcome back, Onyx, here to Ground Zero. And he's getting an opportunity of a lifetime as he goes one-on-one with Eric Mason for the XCW International Championship. Of course, we are about to be joined by the Ruthless International Champion right now.
And his opponent, from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in 310 pounds, he is your XCW International Champion, Eric Mason.
And this is a new Eric Mason, ladies and gentlemen. Eric Mason that is controlled by a man who used to call himself Salvation. A man named Corey Lee. Some even call Corey Lee God.
And whatever you call Corey Lee, this is no easy task for Onyx. If he wants to be the international champion, he's got a mountain of a man to go through in Eric Mason.
And not to mention that, like we were just talking about with Corey Lee, of course you know that Corey Lee is watching this match, and Eric Mason knows that, and he does not want to disappoint his mentor, Corey Lee. And we know what happened to the last guy that didn't set well with their mentor.
Is this all they're going to give me is part-timers?
Yeah, Hunter Harkin.
That's all they give me.
Not doing too well after the betrayal, not only from Corey Lee, but also his best friend, Eric Mason.
And this match is for that championship there. The XCW International Championship is on the line, and a huge opportunity for Onyx in this match. Of course, we're going to use hashtag international title for this match.
And Onyx trying to mount a return here and do it in high fashion as we get a collar and elbow tie-up, and that didn't last long. Eric Mason showing his strength.
Yeah, and of course he does have the size and the strength advantage over Onyx. Onyx, of course, has the speed advantage over Eric Mason. Although Eric Mason is nothing to shake at, this guy has got some speed for his size as well.
I once watched him teleport onto a stage.
Kick his
Yes.
ass, Onyx. Kick his ass.
Yes, insane.
Kick his
blink,
ass,
you miss it.
Onyx. Kick his ass.
And right now they're in a filling out process, and it's not going well for Onyx in the early goings of this match.
It looks like we're going to go back into a collar and elbow, but Onyx able to get the go behind.
And it did not work out the way that Onyx hoped. A clothesline just turns Onyx inside out.
And you talk about Eric Mason not being a slouch speed-wise. He's not afraid to show it, especially if you get out there and does that Mason Express on the outside. And now he's picking up Onyx for a huge suplex there. Floats over into the pin. Smart wrestling from Eric Mason.
Onyx, smart enough to have the ring awareness, quickly kicks out as both men look to get back to their feet.
And again, this matchup has been pretty much a feeling out process since the beginning, although Eric Mason is still...
Oh my God! The hard right hand, I felt that. Oh! Another big splash in the corner. Onyx may have no shot here at the International Championship.
And Eric Mason staying dominant, whoops Onyx off the ropes, and oh my God, another huge lariat there.
This is a decimation so far. 2, kick out from Onyx. Onyx is resilient. It's going to take a little more than that to put away Onyx.
Onyx trying to get some kind of momentum going here, but every time he does, Eric Mason is just right there to cut it off.
Mason now going to work in the corner on Onyx. There's a huge chop. Once again, it looks like is he going for this splash? He does, but it doesn't work out this time. Onyx gets out of the way.
And this is the opening Onyx needed. Onyx has to get up and get the move on, get some offense in on Eric Mason here. Has to stay on him.
Onyx stomps to the back, and now, right on the arm of Eric Mason. Nice job there by Onyx. Same way we seen James Cerebral do to Julian Void Jacobs earlier. He found a body part, picked it apart, especially when you have a size advantage like this. You've got to do that.
I mean, picks the arm out. Eric can't hit him with the southpaw if he can't hold him. Much like I said earlier about Void with the FU.
Onyx has got the XCW Galaxy behind him. He's a ball of momentum right now. Huge forearm in the corner. What's he going to do? Is it the trifecta? Yes! A hip attack to the abdomen of Eric Mason in the corner. Is this going to be enough for Onyx? And it's a kick out by Eric Mason.
And you got to wonder if maybe that seed of doubt is creeping into the mind of Onyx. He's throwing some of his best shots at Eric Mason, and Mason is still not staying down.
But at least he has Eric Mason down on his knees at the moment. If he could keep this momentum up, if he could stay on top of him, we could have a new XCW International Champion at the end of this one, and that will not set well with Corey Lee.
Now you gotta wonder if that happens. Maybe Corey Lee turns his back on Eric Mason and finds another new disciple.
Maybe it'll be Onyx. We've seen Onyx go to the dark side and align himself with Luke Blaze at one point in his career. A splash missed by Onyx in the corner. Irish whip by Eric Mason. And the deep 6! And that was the deepest of 6s I've seen. Goes for the cover. This has got to be it. And no! Onyx kicks out. Let's take another look. Look at that. Deep 6. Unreal.
And it's baffling that didn't get the job done, but the heart and the passion that Onyx exudes, the desire to be a champion here in XCW, a singles championship, willing Onyx forward and continuing to make him push and push towards that victory.
Onyx takes the deep 6, but gets to his feet before Eric Mason, and that just shows the damage has been done to Eric Mason.
Mason, a huge shot there, sending Onyx back down to the canvas, goes in for the cover again, but the ring awareness, like you mentioned earlier of Onyx, getting his hand on the rope and rolls to the outside. This is smart. He can't take a pinfall if he's on the outside.
Come on, Onyx, I need to get back in the ring.
Onyx trying to shake the cobwebs a little bit, get back into the ring, and find a way to put Eric Mason away. But Eric Mason got the train on the tracks now. Oh my God! Mason Express sends Onyx into the side of the ring there.
Just plowed straight through him there. And that side of the ring is not soft. What a rough landing for Onyx.
Mason pulls Onyx back into the ring.
Come on. 7.
He's scouting his next move here. Both men exhausted, and it's all for the International Championship.
Part-timers. That's all it is. It's part-timers.
Mason just stalking Onyx here.
And what's he setting him up for here? Oh my God! Unreal!
1, 2.
Onyx still kicks out. Let's take another look at that.
I don't know how Onyx was able to get back up after this and kick out.
His neck almost went kapow.
And Eric Mason looking a little frustrated, trying to figure out how he's going to put away Onyx here.
Gets him on his shoulders, could be looking for the southbound here. And there it is, southbound, and that's gotta be it.
2.
And it is. Eric Mason had a hell of a match here. Onyx, kudos to him. Cannot take anything away from Onyx. He fought valiantly to try to capture the International Championship, but it just was not enough to put away Eric Mason here on Ground Zero. And now the reign of terror from Eric Mason continues.
You gotta think somewhere Corey Lee is smiling ear to ear, grinning ear to ear of his newest disciple's victory here on Ground Zero.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we still have action coming your way, including a table match. Stay tuned.
Mano Diaz, you unmasked. You took your mask off your face and you became something special. You became something great. You became the XCW champion. I never needed a mask to cover my face. I never needed to hide my identity. I never needed to put myself behind the veil of a coward. And here I stand, your EBW champion, and tonight at Ground Zero, I look to also take the XCW championship, something I tried to do with the briefcase, and of course you could sit here and say I failed. But does this look like the mark of failure to you? Does this look like the mark of a failure? Because to me, it looks like the mark of your EBW championship. The colors you wear, the logo that you wear so proud, the colors that I wear. And I'm not even a part of your stupid little faction, your stupid little company. I just wear the colors because it matches the belt. But you wear black and gold to match the XCW championship. But tonight, we step through the purple ropes with the XCW banner flying high in the background, XCW all over the mainstay arena, and I take your XCW championship, I throw it over the other shoulder, and I walk out your unified world heavyweight champion. And maybe I become the Lord and Savior of XCW.
The following is a table. First, ladies and gentlemen, from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in 240 pounds, he is the ring mechanic, Patrick O'Reilly.
Let's go!
And there's the ring mechanic, Patrick O'Reilly, on his way to the ring. He's fired up. And we've been a little torn over the actions of Patrick O'Reilly as of late, as he has contemplated his career and then brutally attacked the EBW champion, Jaxsin.
And making his way to the ring from anywhere with Cerebral, Indiana, weighing in 145 pounds. He is one half of the real ones, the essential one, Slater.
Woo, you're tall!
And there's one half of the real ones, The Essential One, Rob Slater, on his way to the ring for one-on-one action. Of course, Justin Parsley not in attendance tonight, as you know, his girlfriend, his companion here in XCW, Mandy, just had a baby, and so we wish them both well, and we'll see Justin Parsley return at XCW Allegiance in the 5-on-5 as they take on.
And in that quest against EBW, we still have yet to find out who that 5th member of Team XCW actually is.
Yeah, it's interesting to see who it could be, the 5th member of Allegiance, coming up here in just 2 weeks. And we got a collar and elbow lock up here. And Rob Slater with the advantage early over Patrick O'Reilly. Side headlock applied now. Patrick O'Reilly sends Rob Slater off the ropes, and a huge shoulder tackle takes the Essential One down. And immediately, Patrick O'Reilly, with that vicious streak that I was just talking about a little bit ago, immediately goes to pick apart Rob Slater, and he's not picking just one limb, he's going for them all.
And obviously this is a tables match, so it's no disqualification, anything goes. Not much the ref can do to stop anything Patrick O'Reilly's going to do. And
well, this is a table match. I think they may have forgotten that there are no pinfalls in this match, so that wouldn't have counted, ladies and gentlemen. This is a tables match. You have to put your opponent through a table to win this contest.
Well, you heard Patrick O'Reilly yell at the referee, "You do what I tell you." He made the referee count the pin. I think that was just a mind game from Patrick O'Reilly.
And look, Patrick O'Reilly ripping away at the face of the Essential One. And like I said, this is a mean streak that we have not seen in Patrick O'Reilly in quite a few years, since before teaming with Kurt Acid. And Patrick O'Reilly now, to Rob Slater, and that will rattle all kinds of body parts.
Not only that, but dropping all of the weight he had on the sternum of Rob Slater here, and that could have crushed a rib.
And now, speaking of Kurt Acid, he goes to the playbook of Kurt Acid with a modified ankle lock there. And we know that Rob Slater has been dealing with some knee issues as well. So he could have tweaked Rob Slater's knee with that unorthodox ankle lock. Rob Slater now just trying to survive, trying to fight back. Irish whip to Patrick O'Reilly into the corner. And huge splash to Patrick O'Reilly sends Patrick down into the corner. And Rob Slater eyes that table, and he's going to try to put him away early.
And it's actually really smart of Patrick O'Reilly to go after the legs and after the knees of Rob Slater, because while Patrick O'Reilly has the weight advantage on Rob Slater has the height advantage going into this contest. Rob Slater's 73,000 feet tall, so taking him out at the legs, knocking him down at the legs is a smart way to keep Rob Slater grounded, but unfortunately Rob Slater isn't down right now. He's the one bringing the table into the ring, and it could not bode well for Patrick O'Reilly.
And Rob Slater now, chair, as he just lays into Patrick O'Reilly, who couldn't even get to his feet. Slater now rearranging furniture here. Patrick O'Reilly, though, Patrick with a chair shot to the back of Rob Slater as he went after that table. Patrick O'Reilly not ready for the table to be in use.
And Rob didn't see it coming, had his back to your opponent. That's something you never do in a fight. You never turn your back on your opponent. And a huge scoop slam from Patrick O'Reilly there.
Nice job by Patrick O'Reilly planning Rob Slater as he now goes to set up the table. And maybe now Patrick O'Reilly is looking forward to putting Rob Slater away here. And this would be great momentum for Patrick O'Reilly going into a potential fight against the EBW champion Jaxsin Law if he can get a win here against a former tag team champion Rob Slater.
And that momentum could carry him even further than just a potential fight. Could carry him to the championship. As now he's struggling to get the table up, allowing Rob Slater to get back to his feet.
And that is definitely a big table and it's going to be hard to balance that table on those chairs with the size of the table. As you can see, it's the size of the majority of the ring here. And here comes Slater.
Like I said, he took too long trying to finagle with that table, and it gave Rob a chance to come back.
Rob Slater now kicks to the midsection of Patrick O'Reilly. Huge clothesline in the corner. Slater just trying everything he can as he sets up this table potentially as well.
And again, the struggle continues with the oversized table.
Slater's got other plans as he sets this table up in the corner, and if one of those men go through that table, it still counts as an offensive move through the table, and they will win this contest.
And that's smart with Rob, not taking too much time worrying about the setting it on the chairs and just setting it in the corner.
And there's an Irish whip, there's the table, and this match is over.
Rob Slater getting the victory over Patrick O'Reilly, and this is huge momentum for Team XCW going into Allegiance.
That it is. Rob Slater with a huge win, Irish whipping Patrick O'Reilly into that table, and this is not going to set well with Patrick O'Reilly as he looks to become a world champion as he eyes the EBW world champion Jaxsin Law, and Rob Slater is the winner of this match. He doesn't look like much of a winner, but nonetheless, he is the winner. And speaking of Jaxsin Law, we know tonight we are going to have Jaxsin Law, the EBW World Champion, going one-on-one with the XCW Champion, EBW's Mano Diaz, here in our main event. Title for title, winner takes all. The stakes could not be any higher for XCW or for EBW here tonight in our main event. Of course, that match is coming up in just moments. But ladies and gentlemen, we want to hear from our XCW champion. Let's go to words from Mano Diaz.
You know, ever since I came into the XCW, I always dreamed about having this around me, and now that I have it, I have the goal. EBW, having the goal. You know, it feels pretty damn good to be on top, as I should say. And at Allegiance, trust us, we're gonna be on top once more. Okay, you best believe it. And hey, Jaxsin Law, don't think I forgot about you. Okay? So, that's what I plan on doing this Ground Zero. Taking what was rightfully mine. My EBW championship. So once I have both XCW championship, EBW championship, there's nobody that can stop me. That's what I plan on doing.
This is your XCW Ground Zero Ruthless Intent main event. It is for the XCW and EBW championships. Winner take all. First, making his way to the ring, from Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing in 320 pounds, he is your EBW World Champion, the Law of the Land, Jaxsin Law.
Haircut.
Yeah, stay quiet. You're in the presence of a real world heavyweight champion.
His opponent from Albuquerque, New Mexico, weighing in 125 pounds, he is the XCW champion, Miano Diaz.
A feat that no one in the XCW galaxy thought was possible. And I'm not even just talking about Mano Diaz, but our current world champions here in XCW, EBW world champion Jaxsin Law, the XCW champion is Mano Diaz. We are in different times here in the XCW.
It's a true from roughs to riches story. I mean, he went from donning the stripes to now holding the top brass in the company.
And in a way, I know that he's had some help along the way, including help from referee Aaron Schaffner, but really, the work that Mano Diaz has put in the last couple of years, well deserved.
I wouldn't say that. He's been a slime ball to get to that side. Okay,
I see the belt.
Slime ball or not, it takes guts to do the things that Mano Diaz has done to get to the top of the brand. And I mean, we've seen him in action just a couple weeks ago against Alex Riot, and he is proving himself to be a formidable world champion.
And that may be the case, but is he going to be formidable enough to knock off this mountain of a man in Jaxsin Law, who holds the EBW World Championship?
Only time will tell. Of course, we know in 2 weeks at XCW Allegiance, Mano Diaz will be part of the 5 versus 5 XCW EBW Allegiance match. And what a difference it would make if Mano Diaz would come in to the 5-on-5 as the XCW and EBW champion. Of course, we know Mano Diaz is the only person to have held both of those championships in the current version of the EBW championship.
And you talk about the momentum that it could give EBW. What about the momentum it could take away from EBW should Mano Diaz lose this match tonight?
It would be very defeating to the EBW team if Mano Diaz were to come into that match without both of those championships. And there you see referee Festus taking the handcuffs away from Jaxsin Law. And we start this match, use the hashtag winner take all. The person that walks out of this match will be both XCW and EBW champion. The stakes literally could not get higher.
And as we start off strong here with a side headlock from Law, really wrenching it in on the XCW champion, and Miano tried to throw him off the ropes there, and the size from Law stopping it.
And Jaxsin Law is just toying with Mano Diaz, and I think he took Miano lightly. A side suplex sends Jaxsin Law straight out of the ring in shock.
Mano Diaz has the high school wrestling background, so he's able to bust things out like that you wouldn't expect from a guy his size.
Well, Jaxsin Law is kind of surprised by what just happened here as he finds his way getting back into the ring. Mano Diaz allows it to happen. He could have taken advantage, but instead, he allows Jaxsin Law to get back into the ring. Mano Diaz and Jaxsin Law with the test string. Law goes low, sweeps the legs again, trying to stay in advantage. He knows that Mano Diaz has the speed advantage, and he's doing everything he can to keep Miano grounded here. And, boot to the side of the head of Mano Diaz.
And taking a bit of a page out of EBW's own Brady Branson's book with that move, and follows it up with a huge senton there.
And there's a cover to kick out. Let's take a look at that kick again in the swanton. There it is. And Jaxsin Law continues to go to work on Mano Diaz.
Working on Miano in the corner, and obviously these two have a strong history with one another, feuded for half a year or so in the tag team division against one another. Not to mention the countless one-on-ones they've had as Miano comes off the ropes with an axe handle and it staggers Law. And a big kick now. Miano, the speed again coming into play. Miano laying those kicks in.
Miano off the rope. Nice job by Mano Diaz. That might be it right there. He might have knocked Jaxsin Law completely the hell out. He goes for the pin. Could this be enough for both championships? No. Law gets to the bottom rope.
There's the ring awareness, and we see it again. The beautiful head scissors DDT patented Mano Diaz offense. As Miano's just standing on the head of Jaxsin Law now. And then the respect between the two went out of the window, and it's just all disrespect now. These two men want both championships.
A basement drop kick sends Jaxsin Law to the outside of the ring. Mano Diaz now. Oh, he's giving Jaxsin a little bit of a water break. Smacks that bottle across the face of Jaxsin Law. But that's not enough to keep Law from doing this and slamming Mano Diaz's spine into the post.
And Law busting out all the stops here. That water bottle may have just fired him up a little bit.
Law now in control. What's he got?
And it looks like Law's going to actually take a drink of the drink. Or not.
Oh!
Come on, get in the ring, guys.
Oh, and a knee to the face. Mano Diaz didn't see it coming. After getting drenched.
And Law busting out something we haven't seen him do in a while. Last time we saw him do that was the trunk match against Hunter Houken for the International Championship.
And now, Law threw Miano in, but the quickness of Miano, he gets back to his feet and now goes back to work on Jaxsin Law. Diaz now dragging Law into the center of the ring. What's he got in mind here? Wrenching on the arm of Jaxsin Law, and it's hard to do the long arm of the Law without the arm. Oh, and that may be it. He might have just pulled his shoulder completely out of socket with that one.
Call that a wing clipper or whatever you want to call it. He just snapped the shoulder of Law, and Miano, instead of staying on Law here, playing to the crowd, taunting to the crowd. The cockiness that Mano Diaz exudes nowadays is baffling.
Oh, DDT plants Law. This may be exactly what Miano needed to put him away, too, and a kick out from Jaxsin Law.
Law barely getting that shoulder up on that kick out. That DDT spiked him.
Miano now gets Law back to his feet, sends him to the corner. The shoulder thrust into the abdomen of the EBW World Champion. And look at Mano Diaz. Just exudes violence here. Miano backs into the corner, but that was a mistake. Law flattens Miano Diaz. Who's going to get to their feet? Who's going to capitalize on this? Jaxsin goes for the pin here too. Miano kicks out.
And that kick like a speeding bullet out of the corner there, flattening Mano Diaz. Unfortunately, not enough to get the job done, though. His Law now picking Mano Diaz up in torture rack position. Oh my God! Torture rack neck breaker.
There's a 2, 3. No! I thought he had him. Let's take another look at this. I thought this was going to be enough to put Mano Diaz away. However, it's not. And Miano once again goes to work. Jaxsin Law sits up in amazement that Miano kicked out. Miano took control of that, got him in a head scissors, and now continues to just suck the life out of Jaxsin Law here.
Smart by Miano, pulling on the leg, wrenching that head scissors in deeper and deeper. He's also got the arm trapped. Could be enough to choke Law out and knock him out here.
There's 2. Could this be it? No! There's still life left in the EBW World Champion.
Law trying to fight back here, mount some kind of offense.
Both men get to their feet here. Oh, that neck breaker. And I don't even know who that hurt at this point. Both these men exhausted, continues to beat each other down. And it might have taken a little bit out of both of them.
Law trying to make his way back to his feet here. Obviously rocked after that. And he's taking a page out of Chris Jones' book here with a huge super kick. Law busting out everything possible to try to put away the XCW champion, even taking pages out of EBW's own arsenal here, now stuffing him deep
Oh no, he's not going to do this. We've seen him do this to Miano before. Oh my God, unbelievable.
Devastating package pile driver. Law trying to scramble for the pin, but Miano smartly rolling to the outside of the ring.
Let's take another look at that pile driver. That not only could have ended this match, but it could have ended the career of Mano Diaz, driving him down into the mat. Miano smartly rolls to the outside. This match continues.
And that's the presence and awareness of the XCW champion. Like you said, he's been doing nothing but getting better since the start of his reign.
Diaz now finding a way to get that momentum again. No, he can't be thinking this. Not on the outside. Oh, down on the corner of the ring. Mano Diaz. If he could get Jaxsin Law in the ring, oh, and he can't. That would have been it. There's no way that Jaxsin Law could have kicked out of that.
On the hardest part of the ring, takes Jaxsin down with the Selena del Sol.
Mano Diaz trying to plot what's next. He already hit Law with his best. Law rolled to the outside of the ring. And this match continues. Oh my God, a knee across the side of the face. A knee right to the temple.
And Law has Miano's number here. Could be looking for the long arm of the Law.
If he can hit this, this match is over.
And there it is, long arm of the Law, but instead of going for the pin, Jaxsin gets back.
Wait, no, wait, what is this? James Cerebral, Tommy Merriman, EBW is here. Oh my God, the trash can right across the face of Jaxsin Law. This match ends in a disqualification.
And what a waste of a contest. Law had it in the bag.
Wait, there's Fletch! There's Rob Slater! There's XCW! XCW going after EBW!
Come on, hey!
With the Allegiance 5-on-5 looming in just 2 weeks' time!
We'll see you guys at Allegiance, huh? Oh yeah, you'll definitely see us, don't worry.
The battle lines have been drawn, ladies and gentlemen. This XCW versus EBW Allegiance is going to be a battle. And there's no love lost between the three men in this ring. And with Fletch, drop down, uppercut, RKO, just for good measure.
It seems as if Team XCW has all the momentum going into Allegiance in the 5-on-5 match.
That they do.
Is ours. EBW, you're going down.
And ladies and gentlemen, like we said, we cannot express this enough. Allegiance just 2 weeks away, ladies and gentlemen, right here on XC Wrestling 1 on YouTube. It is cannot miss 5-on-5 Team XCW, 5-on-5 Team EBW elimination style, and I cannot wait until Allegiance, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, for Ground Zero, we are out of time. We want to thank you for joining us, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks at XCW Allegiance 5-on-5. I cannot wait. We'll see you then.